Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear students, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Welcome to you in the virtual learning system of Pakistan International School, Taif. Dear students, we will continue chapter number 1. This is grade 12, subject Pakistan culture in lieu of Urdu. Chapter number 1, Sufis and Sufi shrines. And the main topic we will discuss today, that is Shah Abdul Latif. Lecture number 4, I am Muhammad Yunus. Dear students, Shah Abdul Latif Bhetai was a Sufi. He belongs to province Sindh. He was a Sindhi philosopher, Sufi scholar, mystic, saint, and poet, widely considered to be the greatest Muslim poet of the Sindhi language. He is also known as the poet of Sindh. He belonged to a Sayyid family of Herat who were living in Afghanistan. His forefathers migrated to India and settled in Hala in Hyderabad, district of Sindh. His father, Abdul Hai, was known as Shah Habib Sindhi. His early life. Shah Abdul Latif was probably born in 1099 Hijri, according to AD 1687 to 88, at Bala Haveli near Kotri in Sindh, in Pakistan now. His father loved him dearly and brought up the child in the saintly tradition and Sufi atmosphere of the house. When he moved to Kotri, he took the child along with him. Latif stayed there till his early youth. When his father died in 1117 Hijri, according to AD 1705 to 06, he travelled to Multan, Lasbela, and probably to Kandahar. Multan is located in Pakistan. Lasbela is also the city of Pakistan, and Kandahar is in Afghanistan. Latif received no formal education and taught himself through the difficult way of self-education. And he did not get any admission in any university or any college, any institution. He got the education without any institution. So that is known as informal education. Dear students, marriage of Shah Abdul Latif. Latif was still young when his father died. Meanwhile, a daughter of Mirza Jani Beg, the ruler of Kotri. Kotri is a city located in Sindh province, fell ill, and Latif, who had already gained the reputation of being a pious soul, was called upon to bestow blessings upon the young patient. Thereafter, he used to visit Mirza's house frequently and is said to have expressed his desire to marry the girl. But the Mughal was a proud man, turned down the suggestion. He got furious and grew inimical to the young saint's family. He became very angry and he wanted to harm the young saint and his family. Soon after this, Mirza was killed by robbers. Tradition says that it was Latif's curse which brought death on him. The girl then offered her hand, which was accepted by Latif. Not much is known about Latif's family's life. A son was born out of his wedlock, but soon died. And after the marriage with the girl, a child was born, but he cannot stay for a long period. He died very soon. He had no other issue. Why he was called Bitai? The Bit sand dunes. Even when he was a boy, he used to turn away from the haunts of men and disappear into the dunes called Bit, nearly Hala for meditation. And he mostly went in the sand dunes for the meditation because he was a spiritual leader of the people. He now decided to retire to Bhit permanently and built there a little house with his own hands. Very soon, this holy place began to be visited by all sorts of people from different parts of Sindh, Balochistan, and the Rajputana. So in this way, he known as the Bit. Jealousy of Nur Muhammad Kalhora. The increasing popularity of Latif incited the jealousy of Nur Muhammad Kalhora, the ruler of Sindh, who feared that the saint's followers would one day abandon the way of spiritual guidance, threaten his temporal power. He invited Latif to his palace for a dinner and gave him an unexpected warm reception, but Nur Muhammad disappeared, leaving the guest alone in the guest room. Because he was going to popular due to his piety and as a spiritual guide for the people, he took fear, Ghulam Muhammad Kalhora, and tried to harm in any way. For this, he made a plan. He will be invited and there will be something wrong with him. After inviting him, when he reached there, he was welcomed warmly, but Nur Muhammad, after receiving him, left the home. Maybe there is another program to insult or to harm Shah Abdul Latif Bhitai. Latif suspected something foul and prepared himself for the emergency. Very soon, a group of beautiful dancing girls glided in the room and started playing tricks to lure the handsome young Sufi. To lure means to attract, but contrary to his expectation, the Sufi showed complete indifference, and the girls, despite their best efforts, failed to lure him. Shah Abdul Latif Al did not give the ear to the dancing girls, and he did not accept anything from their dance. And in this way, those girls failed to attract the attention of young men. He changed the lives of the people. How? Latif's heart was full of the love and purity. He changed the lives of many who came in the contact with him. Even the hateful sinner felt the desire for the pure and holy life in his presence. The case of Ghulam, an extremely charming dancing girl, may be cited there. Ghulam once came to offer the saint her gift of song, which was very much appreciated. When she finished the song, the thief asked her what she wanted to return. She said, "O holy man," said the girl with great humility, "bless me that I may be free from this kind of life and be the wife of a good man." Good man. So, after doing the dance, when there was no reply from the young saint, he turned his thought and he said like this to the saint. The kind Sufi blessed her, and she afterwards married the ruler of Sindh, Ghulam Shah Kalhoro, who proved himself to be a very capable ruler, was her son. Dear students, he was a famous poet also. Just as the heart of millions have been ruled by the verses of Shakespeare, Tennyson, Keats, Shelley, all these are the famous poets of the English literature. They are famous all over the world due to his poetry and the literature. The poetry of Shah Abdul Latif was become part of the heartbeat of the people of Sindh. Similarly, the poetry of Shah Abdul Latif was also familiar in the people. His ballads are sung by the learned and literate alike. Everyone nowadays also there are the, you can say, celebration on the shrine of this saint. People comes after 1 year, and then they make their different types of like activities to celebrate the Horus. His poetical expression is embedded in music, and his lyric have the fragrance of the musical essence. More than 2.5 centuries have passed away, and yet every Friday night men from various places go to the shrine of the Shah Abdul Latif to hear the thrilling kafis. Kafis also like the song, but not song, but like this type, the verses are, you can say, sing. And every Friday the peoples come there and make the different celebration, but annually celebration only once a time in a year. The saint was indeed himself a great lover of music. Latif cannot himself to be considered a scholar, as he probably never attended a school, but modern scholars find his life and work a fascinating area of research and study. His work have been translated into many languages, and his poetry is compared with Rumi, Jami, Hafiz Bistami, and the Khayyam and the Shale. All these are also the famous writers of his time, and similarly, all these poets also you can say uh, appreciated of this work. Death and the Shrine. He lived on simple food which excluded meat. He never touched wine and used to keep a 40-day fast, eating only one date and a sip of water every 24 hours. This is the you can see the condition of performing the 40 night or the you can say chilla. He died in 1165 Hijri according to 1752 and was buried in Bhit. In 1178 Hijri, according to AD 1768, Ghulam Shah Kolhoro built a magnificent dome over his grave. Shah Latif's shrine is visited by people from all walks of life, irrespective of their religion or the creed. So the people are coming there to celebrate, to you can say for the prayer and some other religious activities on his shrine. Dear students, you can see the shrine of Shah Abdul Latif Bhatai, which is located in Sindh. Here is the some homework. You will write the short question. Write about the early life of Shah Abdul Latif Bhatai. Question number 2. Why Shah Latif was known as Bhatai? Question number 3. Describe briefly Shah Latif's marriage. Question number 4. Write about death and shrine of Shah Abdul Latif Bhatai. Dear students, next question is Shah Abdul Latif was famous poet. Discuss. This is the end of the topic today. Thank you and goodbye.